Yo, what is up, folks? TGIF, happy Friday. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome. Already see Phil in here, Scott Stamey, Brandon Wagner, Todd Smith, Lindsey Hagler. What is going on? Boy, we do not have a boring Friday. That is for sure. The plot is thickening here on a Friday. Just getting out a graphic regarding the future of Frank Martin. Of course. What would this Friday be without more Frank Martin rumors? We love it. We love the Frank Martin rumors, don't we? We just love it. We just love it. Austin Kane, the weather, it's overcast, cloudy, kind of dark out. It's weird. It's kind of ominous. Skyland, what's going on? Yeah, you texted me about the weather too. It's like kind of ominous out right now. But I did check the weather. We should be clear, good to go at first pitch. So I have no worries about game being pushed back or weather or anything like that. So again, hope you're all doing well. Got a lot to get into here on a Friday. Just getting out this Frank Martin graphic, guys. Or yeah, this just came out. Mike ABC Columbia, my buddy Mike Gillespie tweeting out that, and I'll tell you guys what it says in 5 seconds. Okay. Saying, no, there will be no rain tonight, Austin. You're good. Ryan Brack, what's up, man? Mike ABC Columbia, Mike Gillespie tweeting out new multiple sources indicate to me that USC Board of Trustees is in favor of retaining Frank Martin at USC, mostly citing concerns over the buyout in Martin's contract. The decision now ultimately rests with Bob Caslen with the advice of Ray Tanner. So, we'll see. The plot thickens. And, of course, Mike Yuva also saying this morning that, expect to hear something by sometime today. You know what I mean? We've been hearing that for 2 weeks. That means nothing to me, but we'll see. I mean, I'd love to have a resolution to this thing, but I don't know, man. It just keeps going on. The Frank Martin rumors can just continue to circulate. Virgil, no, there will be no live. No live tonight, tomorrow, Sunday. I'll be at all 3 games. So, no, there will be no live watch along or anything like that. Skyland, Vanderbilt beat Missouri 10-2. Wasn't even close. Yeah, I mean, kind of like you. Rocker actually didn't look. I mean, he was good. Don't get me wrong, but he wasn't nearly as good as he was against us. He was actually kind of having trouble finding the zone. So, but yeah, it's a really weird, dark, ominous day here today, guys. Hey, before we get going with everything, guys, I do want to tell you about our friends over at Flex Squad Fitness, because the Daily Crow is presented to you by our friends at Flex Squad Fitness, guys. And CJ Profit, the man behind it all, guys. He's been a certified personal trainer for 10 years. He struggled with his own weight, right? This dude struggled with his own weight. He lost 85 pounds doing the exact same type of training they do at the gym, guys. Again, they do high-intensity interval training. They do classes, all that good stuff. A great time at Flex Squad Fitness in Chapin, guys. And again, he's been there. He's done that. If you're looking for a personal trainer, if you're looking for a gym, if you're looking to start that fitness journey, CJ Profit's the way to go at Flex Squad, because he's been there, done that. He's going to be there with you every single step of the way, guys. And again, it's a place that changes people inside and out. Again, almost more importantly than the physical is the mental. You're going to feel even that much better about yourself. And again, he's been there, done that on that fitness journey. He's going to assist you every single step of the way, guys. Again, that's Flex Squad Fitness in Chapin, South Carolina. If you go there right now, tell him Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. You're going to get your first month free. And again, if you're in the Columbia area, Chapin area, of course, if you're in the state of South Carolina, you need a personal trainer, you need a gym, you need to get your butt off the couch and start your fitness journey. Flex Squad Fitness is the way to go. Again, Flex Squad Fitness in Chapin, South Carolina. Be sure to check them out and tell them that Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. Skyland, ticket for tomorrow. I think he might not even have any tickets, so you might want to start looking. I got no idea. He told me he already sent me my tickets for Friday and Sunday. said most likely looking Saturday that he does not going to have tickets or they're going to be spoken for already. So he's going to let me know, but at this point, I'm not banking on it. So he said he's still waiting to hear back on Saturday, but believes they're taken. So I would start looking on StubHub, Skyland. Start looking on StubHub. Virgil. Meant that I would be at the game tonight and tomorrow. Ass kicking chicken sir on Saturday. There you go. All right, cool. Yeah, and I'll be there too. I thought you were asking about the live watch alongs. I was about to say no, we will not have any live watch alongs because I will be in Founders Park this weekend. So Austin Kane, haven't been a Founder since COVID. How strict are they on masks in the stands? Once you get in your seats, it's not a big deal. I mean, they encourage it, but once you get in your seats, so you'll be fine. But yeah, guys, again, drop my prediction today for South Carolina, Florida, the series on today's podcast, episode 409 that dropped this morning. Also, my reactions to the spring game details that came out. Did drop those as well. So a packed show, packed podcast. And again, we got a lot to get into. 843-790-3377. Guys, the phone lines are open. Taking your questions, comments, calls, everything else. Oh, I actually forgot. My bad. I actually forgot. By the way, I meant to say this too. How did nobody say anything to me yesterday? I went back and listened to the Daily Crow. The mic wasn't even on. We were using the freaking MacBook mic. That's why it sounded different for whoever said that. I didn't realize the mic wasn't switched to the correct microphone. So no wonder it sounded like shit yesterday. I'm surprised nobody said anything, though. I went back and listened, and I was like, what in the world is going on with this? So you guys let me know if it ever sounds weird or the mic's not whatever, you know what I mean? Just let me know. But Elizabeth Ballard says we're sitting in the berm for Sunday. Yeah, it should be a fun weekend. I'm excited. I'm really excited. High of 87, by the way, on Sunday. Already checked. Going to be great weather this weekend. I know, again, it's overcast today and cloudy, but by first pitch, should be really nice out there. And again, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm actually, if you guys did not listen to the podcast yet today, shame on you. No, I'm kidding. But I'm actually picking the Gamecocks to win 2 of 3. I really am. Picking South Carolina to win 2 of 3. I think it's a huge opportunity. I think it's a huge moment for this baseball team. You know, Florida, of course, top 5 team and preseason ranked number 1 and their lineup and their pitching, yes, blah, blah, blah. But I really think this team winning back-to-back games with momentum, knowing how important it is. Again, you're at home. You got to protect Founders Park. I think your pitching is going to give you a chance to win all 3 games. The question simply comes down to, can your hitting do enough? Can your hitting do enough for you? And I really believe that at home, I think this team likes swinging the bat at home, and I think you'll find a way. I think the Gamecocks do take 2 of 3. I think it's going to be a great series, extremely competitive series. And again, the opportunity is there. It's a huge opportunity for this team to make a statement, not just in the SEC, but nationally, and say, you know what? We're here. We're legit. We're a contender. So Phil says 87. That's too damn hot for a penguin to just be walking around. Well, good thing I'm not a penguin. I'm a human being. So I hope I'd love it to be 97, to be honest with you. So, yeah, Phil, if you don't like 87 degrees, you're probably better off living in Mass or wherever you're at. You're probably better off living in the Northeast because it's going to get hot this summer. I can't wait. I love it. I love the pool. I love the beach. I love getting a tan. I love not wearing a shirt. I'm all about it, man. I love my tank tops. I love it all, bro. So I love it. If I'm going to go to the pool or the beach, I'd rather it be 100, bro. I mean, make it warm. Make it be warm. So Phil says daily New Hampshire weather report. Currently it's 61 degrees and cloudy. Here, Phil, it is 72 degrees and cloudy. So not that much of a difference. Yeah, 72 degrees. High today is 78. Tomorrow and Sunday, both 87 degrees. So freaking love it. Justin, I think we might sweep if we get the bats hot. Any word on Sunday's starter? I mean, it's going to be TBA all weekend long. I can tell you this right now, though, from what I've heard and what I know, if Brett Carey does not pitch Friday or Saturday, it's going to be Brett Carey on Sunday. I almost don't see how he doesn't pitch Friday or Saturday, though. So if he does and he gets used, I think it'll be Will Sanders. It's either going to be Will Sanders or Brett Carey, though. I'm going to tell you that right now. So I think it's going to be one of those 2 guys, in my opinion. So Justin Martin, Chris, do you like to surface? What does that mean? I don't really know what you mean saying that. What is surface? What is surface? How about Shaka Smart being hired by Marquette, stealing him? They stole him away from Texas. How about that? How about that shit? Good Lord. Brandon Wagner, SC humidity used to kill me. It gets 87 in Connecticut, but it's not like a sauna. Very good point. Rhett Godboll, will be lucky to win 2 out of 3. I don't totally agree that we'd be lucky. I think it'll be a really good series, and it's 2 quality ball clubs. But I don't think saying we'd be lucky is the right way to put it. Travis Rell, probably Surface Pro. What are you guys talking about? Like, I have no clue what you're talking about. Is this like an inside joke or what? What's the deal here? All right, let's jump to the phone lines. Probably a rugby report, but whatever. We'll jump to the phone lines here. Hey, Phil, what's going on, man?
Not much, Chris. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Just hanging out, having a Friday, wondering if this is the day we finally hear something definitive on Frank Martin.
Happy Friday. You know what's interesting about that is the board has issues with the buyout, and that's why some of them are blocking the firing of Frank.
Right.
Isn't it interesting that they're charging $5 for the spring game? That's a way to raise money, isn't it, for the buyout?
Well, I think they're probably still trying to recoup the Muschamp buyout at this point.
Sure.
So yeah, and here's the irony, by the way, if it does come down today, the irony of this today being 4 days to the date, or 4 years to the date that South kind of punched their ticket to the Final Four. Just kind of ironic.
Yeah. I was there at the game at Madison Square Garden. I had taken the train down to New Hampshire, and I remember just being nervous the whole game, thinking that, we were going to lose. But, just watching every possession with bated breath, and I couldn't believe at the end Carolina was going to the Final Four. It was an unbelievable game, an unbelievable moment for Carolina athletics, and to watch us piss it away the last 4 years, that momentum that we had is just really depressing. Is what it is.
It's baffling. It really is. I mean, I'd say it's more of a botched job than Spurrier and company not being able to parlay that success into. Because I don't know, man. I think it's harder. I think it's a lot harder to sustain. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's harder to sustain a big time football program than just get back to the tournament, which kind of deems success in college basketball. I mean, I think people were looking for South Carolina in football to keep winning 10 plus games a year. I don't think anybody was expecting us to get back to the Final Four. They were just expecting us to get back to the tournament, and you couldn't even do that. So.
I mean, if you get a really good recruit, that really changes everything because there's only $5 on the floor at the same time, right?
Exactly.
If you get one of these blue chippers, which never happened. I mean, AJ Lawson's been a great player, but I don't think anybody would confuse him with like a top 10 player. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's just been kind of a mess. Something that's not a mess right now is the Lady Gamecocks on the court there, wishing them all the best against Georgia Tech this weekend. Guess who's the number one Gator hater? It's right here. You're talking to them. I hate the Florida Gators. I hope they lose everything every time they play anything. So I hope we sweep them. That would be fantastic this weekend at home. They look beatable, like you've been saying. I think you've been mentioning that they're not the powerhouse that these writers, these experts, so-called experts, think that they are. That they're going to win the SEC East. I guess they forgot about Vandy somehow in their assessment, but. Yeah, I hope we beat them.
Yeah, I mean, they're still really good. Like, I don't want to, obviously they got really good players, but I don't know. I've watched them, and yeah, I don't know. I think they're beatable. I mean, I think we're also good. I want to give us the credit. I think we're a quality ball club, and it's one of those. I said it on the show that came out today. It's one of those things that, listen, if you lose 2 of 3 to Florida. I'm not going to say anything silly like your season's over, but I will say this for a program in South Carolina, of course, that making the postseason is the minimum expectation. And of course, you want to try to host every single year. I think winning 2 of 3 this weekend versus losing 2 of 3 is the difference in this team being a regional host versus just going to one. So, it's a huge opportunity, man, at home. This is the first time this season that Florida has stepped outside of the state of Florida, believe it or not. They've played 19 of their 21 games at home, and the other two, one was in Jacksonville and one was in Tallahassee. So they haven't even left the state this season. So, getting them at home, man, and I know home field advantage is huge in college sports. How big is it in college baseball, especially with the COVID stuff? It's debatable. I don't really know, but still, you're at the friendly confines. This team has played really well at Founders Park, and it's just one of those. It's one of those big opportunities, man. You got the chance to make a statement. I think you know what I mean. So,
Sure.
We'll see. I think it's going to be a really fun weekend. I'm expecting really, really quality baseball this weekend, especially tonight. Thomas Farr against Tommy Mace. This will be another classic pitching duel, and I think it's going to be a really fun weekend. So.
I mean, consider the opponents that we've had the past couple weeks. We've had Texas, we've had Vanderbilt, and now we have Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's not like some of the worst in terms of like the worst scheduling in terms of the opponents that we have to beat, I don't know what else is in the country.
Yeah.
So once you get over this hump, I mean, it's not going to be easy sailing because it's the SEC, but you would expect that we're going to start winning some series more easy than it's been the past couple weeks that we've had to deal with these opponents, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, I mean you got Georgia after this weekend, who I don't think's all that great this year, and you're gonna have the Mizzous, you're gonna have the Kentuckys, all those are series you expect to win. I mean it's gonna be tough throughout the entire season for sure, especially Phil, if you think this, it's funny, people think this stretch has been tough, which it is. I mean it for sure is. But you've got a stretch later in the season where you play all 4 of your SEC West opponents in a row. And it's like you go at LSU, Arkansas at home, at Ole Miss, Mississippi State at home. So, and all those teams are ranked like top 10. So, I mean, it's the SEC, man. It's tough no matter what. It's going to be tough no matter what. But I will say this. I mean, you go into this Florida weekend with, hell, we're battle tested at this point, bro. I mean, we've played Texas and Vandy. I mean, Florida's not going to throw anything at you haven't already seen. So that's the positive, if nothing else, I would say.
Yeah. The bats need to come alive, just like with every baseball team, pretty much. I mean, we've got the pitching. The bats just have to wake up here and make some timely hits. But I'm excited. I'll be watching every game, of course. You know me. But another thing, just to jump into the Rugby Up show for just a second here before I get you off the line. Really excited this weekend for Major League Rugby. This is round 2. Got a national game coming up on Saturday, the late game at 9 p.m. on FS2. The Arrows travel to Utah Warriors to play. If anybody's actually interested in watching the game and you actually really enjoy watching, I'm sure you will, but if you do watch the game and enjoy what you see, check out Rugby Wrap Up on YouTube. It's a good, like amateur, they don't make a lot of money doing this, but it's like analysis of Major League Rugby and stuff like that. Also, on Tuesdays at 5:30 on FS2, there's a nationally syndicated show, MLR All Access, that kind of breaks down every game that happens over the weekend. And they throw some fun stuff in there too, to just kind of like get people into the sport and that sort of stuff. So definitely check that stuff out. Great resources for new fans into rugby. Listen, I mean, it's not going to be leaps and bounds better than the top 3 sports in America anytime soon, but it's gaining steam. People are seeing this as a great alternative, especially with the schedule, because football, it's on our minds constantly as Carolina fans, but we're not going to see any football until August, right? Other than the spring game. So if you're really missing American football, check out rugby as an alternative during this time where there's not going to be a whole lot of sports, especially after women's basketball is done with.
Right.
There's only going to be baseball for a period of time. So they're going to be playing throughout the summer, so check it out.
Phil, I love it. One last thing. I want to put you on the spot. If you had to gun to head predict it, do you think Martin's back or are they going to fire him?
Oh, my God. With it going on this long, it seems like he's going to get the can. He's going to be put in the can. So that's my guess, is that he's gone. I think if he was going to be staying for another year, we would have heard it before this, before this.
It just, I'll just, expanding on that. For me personally, it just feels like at this point, I don't know how you can bring him back. It feels like he's a dead man walking. You know what I mean? And if you do bring him back, it's like doesn't it kind of feel like the damage has been done? I mean, if there are, it's kind of like Martin himself said that after the final game that, if people have questions or whatever, or they're unsure, then maybe I shouldn't, or, they don't think I should be the one leading the program. It's like, if it's taken this long, I mean, if they obviously don't think he should be there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And I don't know.
Isn't the rumors that they're allowing him to look for other jobs?
Right. The rumor,
so they don't have to pay the buyout?
Yeah, the rumors have circulated. The reason it's taken so long is because this is a lot like the Chad Holbrook thing in baseball happened about 4 years ago when, Coach Holbrook, they parted ways mutually or whatever. No, it was more so Ray Tanner didn't want to fire his friend and let him find another job and go out that way. And also, too, I mean, they wanted him to find another job so they don't have to pay a buyout. That's the biggest thing.
Right, exactly.
So,
But how can you come back from that? And he doesn't get these jobs that he's looking for, which it doesn't seem like it is. He's just going to walk back into the building like, hey, I'm still here.
Right. And I just wonder how, recruiting's already bad enough. Like, how are you going to recruit? I mean, are they, I almost, I think this too. If he comes back, they kind of have to give him a 2-year extension because he can't recruit under a 2-year contract. There's just no way.
Right.
There's just no way.
Yeah.
It's a bad situation.
Coming to Carolina.
Yeah.
And with this situation, no way.
It's a bad situation, man, because you're going to sit there and tell kids, even if they gave him a 2-year extension, I think we all know it's a 1-year contract, right? Like if he comes back, it's 1 year, you better win or you're gone. Like that's nobody's going to, I don't know. It's just it's a crappy deal, man. I will say this. I don't know what in the world goes on with our board of trustees and with our decision makers at the top, but we don't seem to handle these situations with the most grace and dignity and togetherness. I don't know. We're not good at this stuff. I don't know. That's what it feels like.
I imagine that some of these people have no interest whatsoever in athletics. They're just bean counters, and they're looking at, so you paid our football coach $12 million to go away, and now you want to pay whatever the buyout is, $6 million for our men's basketball coach to go away. How does this work in a COVID environment? You know what I'm saying? They're going to be wow, we're just burning through money here. That's probably the objections that they have, I would guess. Yeah. I mean, if these people have no interest in athletics, they're just looking at the numbers, and the numbers don't look great if you're getting rid of your head coach in football and head coach in basketball in the same year with the buyout.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing that's interesting too, I'm pretty sure that isn't Alex English on the board of trustees? I'm pretty sure he is.
Not sure about that.
I think I want to say that he is. I could be wrong, but I'm sure he's got a pretty loud voice in all this. I'm pretty sure he's a pretty big Martin supporter.
Yeah, he's a big Martin supporter.
Big Martin fan.
There you go.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's all comes down to Caslen. Wild card Caslen.
Neck chopping Caslen. He's dropping bodies left and right.
Yes. Get out of his way. Well, yeah, Phil. Hey, I appreciate the call, man. Good stuff as always. Have a great Friday.
Go Cox, man.
Go Cox. Appreciate it. Yep. Great stuff, guys. 843-790-3377, guys. I'd love to take your questions, comments, calls here on a Friday. Justin says the plus side of having these this early is we got a few good SEC teams out of the way. So maybe we'll have a good run in the SEC tournament with those top 10 teams in the back half. Justin Martin, Chris, my bad. Do you like to surf at the beach? I've actually never surfed. No, I just like to go, man. I love the sand, just love it all. I love the beach, man. I love it. Love it. So there's a women's NIT tournament. I did not know that. Did not know that. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Courtney Washington, who's pitching for Florida this weekend? Friday, you got Tommy Mace. Saturday, you got Jack Leftwich. And Sunday, you got Hunter Barco. I think we compare to them. Honestly, I think both staffs are very comparable. Florida is going to feature a ton of power arms. We feature a ton of power arms. I think as far as the starting rotation, again, I think it's very comparable. I think Thomas Farr against Tommy Mace tonight is going to be a great matchup. Brandon Jordan against Leftwich, I think is good. And then I would expect probably Brett Carey to get the start Sunday. If it's Carey or if it's Sanders, I think they both, are very comparable, if not better than Hunter Barco. So I think the pitching on both sides is really, really good. So Great Bisbee says Auburn, South Carolina SEC Equestrian today. All righty. I'm assuming 14:30 means 2:30 today, correct? You using the military time on me? Phil says y'all are welcome to call in and talk about whatever you want. I don't see anyone else going. Phil makes a great point, guys. If you want to call in and talk about something else, call in 843-790-3377. Don't be shy. If not, Phil's going to call in and talk about rugby, man. I mean, if you don't want him to talk about it, hog up the phone line so Phil can't get through. I mean, you know. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Here we go. Let's jump back to the phone lines here.
Justin.
Hey, Justin, what's going on, man? How are you?
Doing good. How about you, Chris?
Doing well, man. It's great to hear from you again.
You too. Hey, Chris. We had talked for a while.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute for sure, man.
Yep. Hey, Chris. I was looking at these basketball jobs be open. I can't believe Oklahoma's coach retiring. You know?
Yeah, dude, I couldn't believe the one today with Shaka Smart bolting from Marquette. That one really got me. I was surprised.
Yeah, me too, Chris. I thought for a minute there, I thought he was getting one more year to turn this around. You know?
Yeah, no, I was very surprised, man. Very surprised. But I wonder if we're going to be in that market very soon. I don't know. I think if we are, you know, most Gamecock fans are going to say Mike Boynton or bust, which makes sense. But who knows, man? I think we're all just kind of exhausted, ready to hear Martin's future. I'm so tired of the back and forth and the, you know what I mean? Just the uncertainty with everything. I really hope we at some point soon hear something, you know, one way or the other. Just get it over with.
Yeah, I agree, Chris. And Chris, the thing about that was, you know, if we watch the other schools how it opens, we don't want to be the last one way around, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure. No, for sure. I mean, I agree with you. So I don't know, man. It's like I said, the bat. It's funny how like every couple of days we hear a new Frank Martin rumor. Every couple of days this happens. I don't know. It's wild.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Chris. You know, I would just go ahead and get over it because listen, we tired of waiting. So just make an announcement, you know.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's again. I'm really a believer in decisions like this. Instead of 5 or 6 shots to the chest, just take one to the head, man. Just get it over with. You know what I'm saying? Like just do the deed. Rip off the Band-Aid. Be done with it. And I don't know. I don't know, man. I at this point, I don't know how you bring Martin back, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, so.
Yeah, hey Chris, like we did with Mustard, we know Mustard should have been gone 2 years ago, you know.
Yeah, well, it's different. You know, definitely, it's different with Martin. It's different with Martin. Just you know, he's not a bad coach, I don't think, and he's obviously much more liked, and he obviously accomplished, I would say, a lot more than Muschamp did. So. It's a lot different of a scenario, similar but different. But you know, like I said, man, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to decide on. It's nobody knows. Nobody knows at this point except those people behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, hey Chris, I was excited for the baseball game tonight.
Yeah, and I'm pumped too as the rain starts coming down in Columbia. But no, it's going to be clear tonight. But yeah, I'm excited too, man. I think it's a huge opportunity for South Carolina, and I still think this is a really quality South Carolina ball club. And you know, I've got still very high expectations, and you know, for this team, and I'm excited. Yeah, listen, I think it's 2 really quality teams. I think Florida's good. You know, obviously ranked 5th in the country, whatever. But again, they've looked very beatable to me. So I've got Carolina winning 2 out of 3. I think at home, if we continue to see what we've seen from the pitching staff, which I don't see why that'd go anywhere, it's all about can your lineup just give you enough? Can they give you enough in 3 games? And I think at home, I really do want to side with the Gamecocks and say they will. So it'll be a lot of fun. I think if nothing else, it's going to be a fantastic series. It's going to be a fantastic 3 days of baseball. And I think the Gamecocks, again, after getting swept at Texas, losing 2 of 3 of Vandy, this is going to be a team with that wants to prove a point this weekend. So I think they'll do that.
Oh, yeah. And Chris, like you said, the Vanderbilt, they're a good baseball team,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, Vanderbilt's nasty. Vanderbilt's really good. Really, really good.
Yeah, because, Chris, it's going to be tough for you by the chance Vandy,
Yeah. No, yeah, it's going to be tough for a lot of teams against Vandy. That's for sure.
Yeah, because they've been the doormat for how many years, Chris?
I mean, the last couple. So, I mean, they're a really good program, and so are we. But obviously, the run they're on, putting guys, it's like a pitcher factory over there, putting guys in the big leagues. So, Vandy's going to be one of the teams to beat this year. There's no question. I mean, I think they're an Omaha-bound team. I mean, it's baseball; you never know. But with Rocker and Leiter at the front of that rotation, I mean, it's going to be hard to take 2 out of 3 from them at any point this season. So.
Yeah, hey Chris, we used to be dumb too back in there, We used to win like championships,
Yeah, no, I mean, dude, it's just baseball, man. It's just it goes through cycles, and I think for fans to expect what we did 2010 to 2012, I think is a little unrealistic. I'll be totally honest with you. I don't think you're ever going to see a college baseball team do what South Carolina did, and that's not to say that we shouldn't expect to go to Omaha and that shouldn't be the standard. That's what makes Gamecock baseball great, but I think it's even harder now, to be honest with you, with the commitment to college baseball. The game has grown so much, and you see other teams, they're building brand new stadiums, and they're making a commitment to winning and a commitment to college baseball. It's tougher. It's tougher. So, we have a great program. We have a fantastic program. We really do. Vandy right now just has 2 guys that throw 98 miles an hour. That's all you can say. You know what I mean? It's not an indictment on us as a program, but Vandy, just tip your cap to them. They've got guys that are dominant, and we can get those guys. Certainly, we can get those guys. It's just going to take time and recruiting and all. But I mean, again, I think this team this year is really good. I think this is a really good ball club. But we'll see. That's why they play. So I think we're in a good spot as a program. I like Kingston. I like the trajectory. I like the path we're on. I understand we lost 2 or 3 to Vandy. I understand fans want to see us ranked top 5, number 1 in the country, but. We're in a good spot. We're in a fine spot as a program. I think fans just need to have maybe a little bit of patience. But no, this is a good ball club this year, dude. It's not like I don't think we're trending on the downward or anything like that. I think this is a really good program. So I think we'll get back to Omaha sooner rather than later. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, Chris, that's all I say, man.
Yeah, hey, I appreciate it, Justin. Appreciate the call as always.
You ain't good, man. Yep. I know you got these other calls.
Yeah, no, for sure. Busy Friday. Hey, man, take care. Go Cox.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, man.
Talk to you soon.
Yep, yes, sir. Good stuff. 843-790-3377, guys. Taking your questions, comments, calls, everything else. Busy Friday. Busy Friday. Like I said, as the rain starts to come down, I was going to take the dog to go play today, and I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. Got the rain coming down. Let's see. Heath Hagler, what's going on? Ritter, what's up, Ritter? Scott Stamey, if it was football, his ass would be gone. Boosters would pony up to $6 million, no problem. Well, here's the thing, Scott. It's not football. It's not football. I mean, I said that too, and it pissed people off that, and call it what it is. If we really cared about basketball, like if we were passionate and diehard about basketball, Frank Martin would have been fired last year. I mean, honestly, if you really want to be honest about it, he would have been fired last year. So, unfortunately for us, basketball as a program and as a sport at the University of South Carolina is sort of just there. You know what I mean? It's just there. So, you just call it for what it is, man. That's kind of how I view the basketball program. It's just there. It's just there. So, which is unfortunate, but call a spade a spade. It is what it is. So 843-790-3377, guys. Christopher Gaunt says, let's go Gamecocks. James Widener says keeping Frank would be another piss-poor decision made by our administration. Bold words there. Christopher Gaunt says, I think Arkansas can beat Vandy. Yeah, I mean, I think so too. I mean, those are really high-quality ball clubs. Chris says, I think the game will get postponed until 8. Well, if it does, it does. I don't think, I mean, well, we'll see. I don't know. I think the weather looks fine around like 6. So, Christopher Miller says, I'm just going to assume Martin's coming back until otherwise at this point, if they're getting rid of Martin, we just don't need to wait too long and settle on a guy and be back in the same situation in 5 years. Elizabeth Bauer says, it's gorgeous in Charleston. Very nice. Very nice. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. How about 4 years ago today, the Gamecocks beat Florida to punch their ticket to the Final Four? Isn't that something? 4 years ago to the date. Isn't that wild? Like how much things can change. Courtney Washington, we're not that type of program to just fire Frank like that after the last season. Courtney, you're right. We don't care about basketball. Let's just call it for what it is. We just don't care. We don't really care about basketball. We're not passionate about it like we are football or even baseball. We're not. Just call it. That's not saying that South Carolina is bad but it's just the truth. Why can we not just admit the truth? We just don't care about basketball as much as we care about the other sports. So we're willing to let a lot more shit slide in basketball than we are the other sports. Call it for what it is. I think that's the truth of it all. Again, that's not me sitting here saying Frank Martin should be fired, because I've already told you guys how I feel. I'm not a fire Frank Martin guy. I'd love to see him honestly return and get a shot at redemption. I really would. I'd love to see him return and get a shot at redemption. But just saying, if we were a program that were like, we have these high expectations and standards for basketball, I don't think Martin would be the coach right now, to be totally honest with you. I just don't. So we can argue the point if you want, but yeah, I was going to say this rain is actually nice to get the pollen out of here. Courtney, it's not that we don't care. It's hard to get good coaches to come here. Well, I just, again, Courtney, you can say that. I think as long as we have that attitude about our program, then we'll be in the shitter for the rest of eternity. So as long as we have that attitude, then this program will be shit for the rest of the time. So, and if that's the attitude we have about basketball, just let me know so I can stop talking about it, so I can stop covering it. Because I'll be honest, I don't really want to cover a loser, to be honest. I don't want to cover a program that's okay with being a loser. That's why I love Gamecocks baseball. The standards are up here. Hell, Gamecock football, at least we try to have standards. Basketball, again, it's just there. You gotta get out of that rut. You gotta get out of the rut in basketball where we're just there as a program. I mean, do we have real expectations? That's why that's why I'm not a diehard basketball fan, because I feel like we don't have expectations. It's a program with no expectations. It's not fun to watch that. I'm not saying get to the Final Four, but my God, we should expect to make the tournament. Is that crazy? We should expect to make the tournament. I feel like I'm taking loony pills when people disagree with me. Courtney says, it's not how we view it. It's how South Carolina's looked at the basketball community. Courtney, why should we give a flying fuck how people view us nationally? Because you know how people view South Carolina football nationally? You probably wouldn't like the answer. No, that literally doesn't matter. That literally does not matter. Again, you got to change your mindset. You got to change your mentality. You got to change your mindset. You have to. Tradition starts somewhere. If you just accept mediocrity and you accept the fact, oh, we're not a good program. Oh, we can't get a good coach. Oh, we can't recruit good players. Well, then just get rid of the program. Just stop playing basketball. If that's how it's going to be. Who cares what people nationally think about our program? It's our program. Who cares? Bro, people think Carolina football is a joke. It don't mean we should think that way. I'm not saying fire Frank Martin, but like to have the view of our program of, oh, we just, again, and I saw it in football too, a fan saying, oh man, we just can't get a good coach. We just don't have anything to offer anybody. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Bro, somebody would be lucky to come coach here. Like, that's how we should be approaching it. It's an SEC job. You don't think there'd be applicants on applicants on applicants to come coach here? You're crazy. You're crazy if you think that, if you think not. Like, again, I don't care if that coach is Frank Martin or somebody else, but I've just never understood. Again, for people to be so, and I'm sure, Courtney, you're a diehard fan, but you're not the only one. For there to be diehard South Carolina fans, and there's many of them out there that say those type of things. Oh, you know, why would somebody want to come here? We can't just fire a coach because we can't get anybody else, or we can't get these players because we don't have this, this, and this. I can't believe that you're that big of a fan and you love your school so much and you think so lowly of it. You think so lowly of it. I guess we can just agree to disagree, Courtney. Again, Courtney says it doesn't work that way in basketball. I don't even know what the hell that means. I really don't. I don't know what that means. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't understand people that think so lowly of their own program, though. I just don't get. I can't compute. I don't get it. I totally don't get it. But again, I like Martin. Again, I've said it a million times. I like Martin. I just want this damn thing to be resolved like the rest of us do. I want this thing to be resolved and be over with. And, you know, Nectarios Kapilos says firing 2 coaches after a COVID season also makes coaches hesitant to take a job. Well, Nectarios, I'm going to tell you something real quick. If this entire process has shown us anything, it's that money ain't shit to these schools, bro. They can say whatever they want. Money's not shit to them, man. If they really want to make a change, the money's there. You know what I mean? If they want to really make something happen and do something, the money's there. The money's not an issue. You know, money's not an issue. And I don't know that it would even make coaches hesitant to take the job, because it's like, what it says is that, and these coaches know that it's still business. Like, nobody's out here getting a free pass. No, nobody is. Nobody is. You know, again, I'm going to tell you guys too, I'm shocked that this is going on. I really thought there wouldn't even be any conversation about this. Martin's back 100% and we move on. I can't believe there's been this much talk. I can't believe we've even gotten to this point. Trust me, I'm surprised. I really am. I'm surprised. But here we are. Here we are. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Courtney Washington, I live in North Carolina, and South Carolina will never get the best players out there. Courtney, you don't have to get the best players. You got to get players. You got to be able to find guys, and you got to be able to steal 1 or 2 of the good ones, but go get guys and develop them. It's just like football. I mean, Courtney, do you think we're going to go out here and have a top 5 recruiting class every year? No, we're probably not. At least not anytime soon. Not anytime soon, we're not. George Rickles says, when I was in school, basketball was number 1. Alex English was on the team. We only looked towards basketball. Alex and John were the best. Yeah, it's funny how far it's fallen, because I'd say basketball is easily number 3. Might be number 4. Might be behind women's. I mean, with all due respect to the women's team, like, it might be behind women's basketball. Joseph says, I'm going to have to side with Chris. Our fans have some perception that we're some terrible program. And who would want to come here? I'm tired of hearing that. We're in South Carolina, have amazing facilities, can offer money for any coach. It's BS. There's so much pessimism within the fan base feels like. Again, it's not all fans. But I've never understood that mentality. God, we just can't get a big coach. Oh, we just can't recruit big players. We can't do this. We can't do that. Why? Again, do you think that lowly of your school? I don't get it. I don't get it. Do not get it. But anyways, Courtney says we have to make it appetizing for a coach to want to come. Courtney, you're going to get paid hella money. You got a beautiful facility in the CLA to play in. You live in the state of South Carolina, beach, mountains. Columbia is a great city. You telling me you can't recruit the Southeast? I'm not saying you're going to get the best players out of North Carolina, but there are other good players. You got a recruiting base. You got a passionate fan base that, hell, you ain't got to go win a national title. Just make it interesting. Just win a little bit. They're going to show up and show out for you and support you and endear you and love you. Look at Frank Martin. I know he went to the Final Four, but he went to one NCAA tournament and the man's endeared. People want to build a statue of him. I mean, to say that, like, you're telling me it's not, again, this is an SEC basketball job. I know that it's not, listen, football will always be king, but there's plenty to offer. Like, we will have to agree to disagree. Courtney says that mindset will have us changing coaches every 5 years and wonder how we got there. No, it won't. It won't have me wondering how I got there. If you come in and you're getting paid millions and you don't do a job, you're going to get fired. Why is that like so hard to compute? Martin's had 10 years to get it done. And yes, we went to the Final Four, and yes, he brought the program from the depths. But just being out of the depths should not be good enough. It shouldn't. I mean, some of our fans, man, are so it's Darren Horn syndrome. Some people are still there's it's like going through a horrid toxic breakup. That's what the Darren Horn thing was. We went through a horrid toxic breakup, and we found a new girlfriend or boyfriend in Frank Martin that isn't the best, but is a lot better than our ex, and we are scared to be single again because we fear we might find another Darren Horn. And it's like, you just can't live that way. You can't live in fear of, oh my God, we might not find anybody better. Well, guess what? If you don't, you never will. If you don't make a change, you never will. And again, I'm not saying fire Frank Martin, but the attitude of, I mean, you know what's crazy to me too? People think these coaches should get 10 to 15 years to figure it out and win games. They're getting paid millions of dollars to coach basketball. It's like when Shane Beamer was hired and you had the smart asses coming at me. Oh man, you're going to be the first one in 5 years to say fire Beamer if things don't work out. Well, I mean, honestly, bro, if in year 5 we lose to a freshman quarterback and we lose to a North Carolina team with a first-year head coach, I might. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're getting paid millions of dollars to put up or shut up job. You wanted it. That's the pressures that come with it. I'm not apologizing for having expectations. I mean, I think Courtney thinks we should bring Martin back, and even if we miss the tournament, say screw it and bring him back again. I don't know, man. Like I said, it's maybe I've got unrealistic expectations, Courtney. Maybe you're right. Maybe my expectations are just unrealistic, and we should accept just being a 500 basketball program and making the tournament once every 10 years. And did you see our SEC record from 2017 to 2021? Did you see our SEC record? Yeah, really good. We're like the fourth best, third best record. Like, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Like, really? As a basketball fan, the only thing I care about is making the tournament. That's it. As simple as that. It's as simple as that. If you don't make the tournament, you didn't do shit that year. I'm sorry. That's the harsh reality. I don't care about SEC records. I don't care about how many upsets you got. I don't care about we're molding them into young men. I don't give a damn. I don't field a team full of hoodlums. I don't give a shit. Go win. Go win. I don't care about the character of the team. I know that sounds harsh. I mean, obviously, again, you want those things in your program. But I don't care if it's a team full of whatever, full of convicts. Go win games. I will trade years of sanctions for a title. Just give me one. And I say that in any sport. Football, again, Martin prides himself on not cheating. Maybe you should cheat. Just cheat. Why not? Just cheat. There's something to that cheating thing, Frank. It's working for other teams. Courtney says you got to know who you are as a program, build on that. I don't know. I still don't get what you're saying because you're saying you got to know who you are as a program, build on that. I think as a program, we have a lot to offer and we need to build. I mean, we didn't build on our Final Four run. We need to build. You know what I mean? I don't totally disagree with you, but I think you're almost like you're contradicting yourself a little bit. Again, I was being like a little bit extra and over exaggerating, saying, I want a team full of convicts. Like of course I don't want that. But what I'm saying is like, bro, it's same thing with Muschamp. Like it's great to run a clean program and to graduate players and to be on the academic but like, bro, you don't get paid to do that. You get paid to win games. And you can bitch and moan and complain as a coach and all that, but like that's what you get paid to do. Bottom line. So I don't know. I don't really think there's I see Phil, other people saying like go off. I mean, I just want a program with expectations, man. Like it kills me because I running the business, doing what I do. I mean, listen, I love Gamecocks basketball, but like in a way I have to cover it. And I don't say that in like a sense of like, oh, woe is me. Like it's, I get to do it. I don't have to do it. I get to do it. But if we're going to sit there and watch every single game and every minute, like can we please have expectations of making the postseason? Like, can that be a thing? Can we hold somebody, go fire the assistants, do something though, do something. You know what I mean? Do something. Courtney, you guys are thinking we can go out and get any coach. And it's not like that. A coach has to be willing to take that job. Again, people made the same exact argument for football. We didn't just go out and get any coach. We went and got out the right coach for us. I don't care who. Go get the right coach for you. I don't need you to go get Coach K. I don't need you to go get Roy Williams. I don't need you to go get Cal or Shaka Smart or whatever. Go get the right coach for you. We took a chance on Darren Horn, and it didn't work. Boo-hoo. It happens. It happens. Right? It happens. You got to take a risk, though. You got to take a chance. Again, I like Frank. I'd love to see him come back next year and have a shot at redemption. I really would. Really, really would. Bottom line. I don't want to make this sound like I'm saying, hey, you got to fire Frank. But you have to have expectations. Bottom line. And again, that's why I said, guys, if I was Frank, I'd retire. I'd walk myself. I wouldn't want to come back. I wouldn't want to come back because the minimum expectation next year has to be you got to make the tournament. And if you don't, you're fired. And there's nothing to this point, 9 years into the program, that says that's a realistic goal and expectation for next year. So if you're Frank, you're coming into a no-win situation. Why would you come back? Besides the fact that I understand, listen, he's a competitor. I get that. He wants his shot at redemption. I get that. I mean, it's easy for me to sit here and say that, but like realistically, when you think about it, and here's the thing, if that's not the expectation for next year, if you go into next season and that's not the minimum expectation for Frank, then what are we doing? What are we doing in year 10? What are we doing? I mean, Courtney, listen. If you think he should be the head coach, if you think, oh, we'll never get a head coach as good as Frank, then just give him a lifetime contract. Just give it to him. Just give him a lifetime contract and be done with it. What's the point? What is the point? Because I think most Carolina fans think we'll never, there's a lot of them out there that think we'll never find a coach as good as Frank Martin. Oh, we'll never find somebody better. We better not get rid of him. We'll never find someone better. Frank Martin's not Coach K, bro. He's not Roy Williams. He's not Coach Cal. He's a good coach, but, I mean, like Phil said, a young mid-major coach with something to prove would run over their current AD to take the Carolina job. Indeed. Again, nobody is saying go to the tournament every single year. Nobody's saying that. Nobody. But once every 4 years? Is that doable? All right, let's jump to the phone lines real quick.
Skyland Davis.
Hey, Skyland, what's up, man?
What's up, buddy? I want to rant with you, boy. You got me fired up over here.
Yeah, I mean, just I don't know, man. It's just I'm hard to not be fired up by Gamecocks basketball, I guess. So
I'll tell you this right now. And we talked about this off air, and we talked about this in text. If Frank Martin was as the coach that Gamecock fans make him out to be, them jobs would have turned him down. And if there's no question about it, then he had DePaul turn him down, UNLV turn him down. And it was two other schools that turned him down that went to another direction.
Right, and I think that's something. I think that's something a lot of fans don't realize is that they've been trying to push him to find another job, and he's been turned down from other jobs. So again, like you said, I mean, you make a good point. If Frank Martin was that good of a coach, why is he having this much trouble finding another gig? I mean, come on.
Yeah, and the bottom line is, we can't find him. You just fired a whole football staff.
Right.
You spent millions of dollars firing Muschamp staff. Now you spent millions of dollars hiring Beamer staff.
Yeah.
You do not have the funds to fire Frank Martin.
But see, now I'd ask you, though, again, like I asked Phil earlier, how can you bring him back now? I mean, how can you do it? I mean, he's a dead man walking, bro. We all know they don't want him there. He's want to screw us on recruiting. Right. If they wanted him there, this decision wouldn't have gone on like this. Even they can come out after this is, if they came out today and said, we're going to bring him back, we support Frank. It's like, we know the truth. Because if y'all were dying to have him back, this would have never been a thing. You don't let the rumors drag out for 3 weeks.
No.
So
and the thing is, to be honest with you, you're obviously a style guy. Obviously, 100%.
Right.
I see you dress. We chill out baseball games together. We talk. Kids these days are not the mentality Frank Martin needs. Like Frank Martin coaches like in the 80s. He's hard. He's tough-nosed. He's do it my way, or you're going to get set. You're going to get taught some lessons. Like kids would not play for you. You're at South Carolina. It's already hard enough to recruit basketball players at South Carolina. The way you act, it makes it 10 times harder.
Yeah, Skyland, it's really just hard for me to believe, in 2021 that kids don't want to be called a fucking asshole mid-game. I can't believe that. I don't know why kids just don't respond to that. That's just good coaching. I mean,
I love you, damn boy. You funny. You trip me out.
That's just good coaching, man. I don't know what people they got it twisted, And then you're going to have people, of course, that'll comment and be like, "Oh, they're all snowflakes. They're soft." Bro, you can think whatever you want, but today's athlete, and you better find a way to get through to them. Because again, if you can't win. I really just think coaches like Dabo and Beamer, those are the guys that win. Guys like Muschamp and Martin. I'm not saying you can't win, but Bobby Knight ain't coaching anymore, bro. Like those type of guys, it's just different. The question's not, is Frank Martin a good basketball coach? The question is, does his style and his system work? That's the question. Does it still work at this level? That's what it comes down to.
It's plain and simple. He's not fun. He's not energetic. He doesn't pass the ball. He's not a shooting team. My God, like he's scoring 46 points a game.
Right.
Who's coming to play for you?
Right. Exactly.
It's nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody. Kids want to have fun.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, it's, if you even want to go beyond that, if we can debate until we're blue in the face his style on it. But I mean, the bottom line is this: you had a Final Four run, and again, people can say, "Oh, if this would have happened, if that would have happened, if this guy would have stayed, if this guy would have gotten in trouble." Bottom line is, you did not parlay that success you had in the Final Four into recruiting at all. At all. I mean, you can't even debate it at all, which is baffling. And that is enough to say, you know what? Something's not clicking here. So again, hopefully something comes out soon. I'm tired of going back and forth on it. I mean, I'd love to see Frank get a shot at redemption. If they want to go a different direction, hey, at least I'll be excited for next season. I mean, honestly, at least I'll be intrigued going into next season.
Yeah, I know you don't need a co-signer. You're highly respected. Some people don't like you, some people do, but you don't need me to co-sign for you. But I want to put this out here. You're 1 for 5 with Will Muschamp. 5 seasons. Fan wanted him gone, which I agree. Frank Martin is 1 for 9
right
in college basketball seasons. 1 for 9. Dude, that's terrible. I'm not saying we should pair ourselves to Clemson, but Clemson fans are wanting their coach Brad Barnell fired because he couldn't get out the first round.
Right.
And he's done more with Clemson than Frank Martin has done with South
Carolina. And he's in a much tougher conference.
Yes, and Clemson wants him out. And he's been to the tournament more and has done more with Clemson than Frank Martin ever has done with South Carolina. Ever.
Yeah.
And the future of the program is not going to be good. You're not going to be good next year. You won 6 games this year. I see less next year.
Yeah.
Kids are going to leave. You're not going to recruit. Trey Hannibal got no playing time, and he was your best player, and he barely saw the court.
No, I mean, the team's definitely going to be worse next season. There's no question. And again, that's why I made the point, man, that if I'm Martin and the expectations are you got to make the tournament, I'm not coming back. I mean, I'm just not doing it. I mean, why would you? I know maybe he wants to believe that this team, but it's not going to be better. It's just not. Bottom line, it's not.
Yeah.
So
it's not.
It's not.
And the same people that want Frank Martin back are the same people that didn't want Shane Beamer.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. Well, Skyline, I'm gonna jump off here, man. We could go all day, but
I'll see you tonight.
Yeah, I'll definitely see you at the game, man. I appreciate you.
You're more than welcome to come. I think I'm going to go try this place right below your house called D Wings. You know where that
D's,
is.
yeah, Casey, right?
Yeah, you're welcome to come eat with me.
Got you. I got you. I'll text you. I'll text you when I get off here.
All right,
man.
I'm sorry. I know you don't need no co-signer, but I just wanted to back you.
No, I appreciate it, man.
I'm not a Frank Martin guy.
No, I appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the love as always.
Yeah, winning mentality. People need to lose this loser mentality.
Yeah.
Losers get nowhere in life. Nowhere.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree, man. I agree. All right.
Have a good day. I'll see you later.
We'll link up. All right, later. All right, guys. Good stuff. Good stuff. A fiery Friday. I did not expect it. But a fiery Friday, guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been a great week. Thank you guys so much for the love and support and the content, man. We're rolling, obviously, with spring football and baseball. And obviously, we got a great weekend planned with the series and stuff. I'll be out at Founders Park all 3 games, guys. So if you guys are going to be out there, say what's up, holler. Going to be a good time. I think the weather's going to clear up, hopefully, by first pitch. But, other than that, guys, again, we'll do the Daily Crow all week, of course, next week. But this weekend, what we're focused on right now, this weekend, all 3 games, 7 o'clock tonight, 4 o'clock Saturday, noon on Sunday. And who knows, maybe we'll get an answer on Frank Martin by the end of the weekend. But again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Great Friday, great show. You guys have a great rest of your Friday. Go Cox, beat the Gators. Let's find a way to take 2 out of 3, folks. We'll talk to you guys on Monday, but of course, stay tuned to social media for all the content this weekend as we cover the Gamecocks taking on the Gators. Guys, have a great rest of your day. We'll talk soon. Thanks so much.